I know it's been a while since I've made a video. I wanted to make a video with me just waking up and wearing no makeup, not being dressed up, and being as real as I am. So, I got a little scrape on my chin, got a little bit of acne. My piercings, I took them out. Basically, I just wanted to make a video about society, and I've been looking around on YouTube, watching some videos, and there was a video about two girls from Syracuse High, and another video about some Arizona girls who were saying shit to some Mexican people and being racist. And you see how many videos, or how many views these videos get and how famous they are. And then you go and look for videos about any colored people, like blacks, Mexicans, anything, that hate white people. And they just say, I hate white people. I mean, if we put something saying, I hate black people, I mean, we would be, YouTube and social pariahs. And that's not fair at all. And then, you have these comedians that get famous off of telling jokes about white people, stereotypes about how we're fake and smile all the time, and then, somebody was saying they get on Xbox, or he went to McDonald's first, and then he went on Xbox, or no, he went to McDonald's, and all the white people were smiling at him and everything, and this is a black teenager. And then he gets on Xbox, and then there's white people that call him a nigger and saying all this stuff. And then you have Dave Chappelle, who makes jokes on white people, and countless other comedians who make jokes on white people. Name one famous white person who makes jokes about any colored people, about the stereotypes about them that got famous, that people don't say, oh, I'm so offended. Like, how is that fair? That's not what I wanted to make this video about, but I just wanted to mention that. So, what I wanted to say was, I have body dysmorphic disorder. So, when I look at myself, even in the camera now, all I can see is how ugly I am and all of my flaws. The person I see in the mirror is not who everybody else sees. I see myself as being humongous. I see myself as being like the ugliest person I know. But I know that I'm the realest person I know. And I've come to a realization that I don't want to be anybody else. I want to be who I am. I'm about the only person I know who isn't fake, who doesn't put on a front, who's not having an identity crisis of some sort. I put my business out there, and I'm honest about it. I have an addiction. I'm dealing with it. I've never stolen from anybody or lied to anybody to get high. I work for my money. And I've realized that, I've also come to a realization that, everybody's going to be around when things are good. But in today's world, the only person who's going to be there for you when things are bad is you. My dad is helping me out right now, but, I know that could end at any moment, and then I'm only going to have myself. I might have to do things that aren't morally acceptable. Um, and that could be a number of things. So don't like go into my comments and start calling me names because I'm not going to be specific. But I could do pretty much anything to make a good amount of money in a little amount of time if I had to. And I'm always going to have to keep that in the back of my mind because if I don't want to be on the streets, then that's always going to have to be an option for me. Um, I'm always going to work hard to better myself. I'm always, going to be the best person I know how to be. I'm always going to be that good friend, the person to give you, a place to stay, even if I don't have one. I'm going to give you my last dollar. I'm going to give you something to wear if you're freezing. You know, that's just who I am. And I'm not just saying these things, I've actually done them. I've ended up with hardly anything to wear because, somebody's cold and they didn't wear the right thing, for the day. And then they'd never give it back to me. Give somebody a place to sleep and a way to make some money. They make it and they eat all my food and, I give them rides. I have no gas in my car. Um, and just, people just take and take and take, and I've come to the realization that everybody is out for their own interests, whether, they're coming to me, for, to get their nut off or something, and that's their only interest in me. Not that it's gonna happen, but you're trying to use me in some way. I've come to the realization that no matter who I hang out with, you're either fake and putting on a front, um, to try to get into my life for some reason because I'm a nice person and you can try and get what you want from me and then be gone. And that's fine. I'm not going to change who I am just because the world wants to chew me up and spit me out. I've always taken care of myself. I've always taken care of my business. Any way I had to. I always took care of my children any way I had to. They never wanted or needed anything. Um, so, and there's people on YouTube that want to put me down, that want to hate on me for my views or the music I listen to, especially like in the background if I'm listening to ICP or Twisted or something and I'm talking about how I'm proud to be me. That means everything about me. The videos I've made of what I'm proud of, like I'm proud to be white. That doesn't mean I hate anybody else, because I don't. Everybody has the right to be proud of who they are. I'm proud to be white. I'm proud to be a juggalette. I'm proud to be part of that family. I'm proud to have listened to that Psychopathic Records before there ever was a family. I'm proud of being a pansexual. A pansexual is somebody who, dates and falls in love with a person for that person and who they are, and not what's in their pants. I'm proud of, having 2 white children. So I have, I've, what is that word? Sorry, I just woke up. I've contributed to German white children, well, they're German Irish children to society. They're intelligent, they're white, they live well, and I help with what I can. I'm involved as much as I'm allowed to be. I never did drugs when I had my children. I never did drugs when I was trying to get them back. When it ended anyway, that's when I started. What do I have? What reason do I have not to do them? If I don't take it to an extreme and I'm not getting high then going out, and I'm getting high and I'm staying home, just like if an alcoholic gets drunk and stays home, they're not going to catch charges and get in trouble with the law because of it. If I'm not stealing from anybody, if I'm not stealing from like a store or robbing anybody, um, then what's the problem? You know, the only problem then is the problem with myself and how I feel about it and how having any sort of addiction makes me feel, because it's not affecting anybody else. In fact, nobody even knows I have an addiction except for the people I tell, the people in that lifestyle that I might go buy my stuff from, or that I know do it. Um, my family didn't or doesn't know. Only now on YouTube am I actually being open about it, because it's always something I've hidden, because I don't want to be looked at for that, because I don't need it. If I can't afford it, I don't do it. I might be a little sick, but I'd rather take that than not be trusted. Um, One thing I am not is a liar. I do not lie, ever. And I make sure of that, because when I was younger, um, when I was like 13, I was partying a lot and doing things I shouldn't have done at that age, but I wanted to grow up real fast, and that's what I did. And I would get caught in these webs of lies, and, it ruined my relationship with my biological father. Um, so I don't do it ever. It's not worth it to me. Um, so I'm just the best person I can be to everybody that comes into my path. Um, you know, if you want to come on YouTube and you want to say hateful words to me, I really doubt you would say them to my face personally. Um, but if you want to do that because and you want to say you agree with what I'm saying, but you can't take me seriously because of the music in the background, because it's ICP and twisted, that's ridiculous. I mean, what's coming out of my mouth is most important. I can listen to whatever type of music I want, and I would never go anywhere, and especially on YouTube, where who knows who is going to see my video, um, without makeup and without being all dressed up. But I was thinking about it, and I don't care anymore. If you don't want to like me for me, then you don't need to be in my life. If you're not going to be in my life for the long run and give me your all like I'm giving you my all, then don't be there. And I've always been a trusting person, but I think it's smarter for me not to fully trust anybody ever for any reason, because I know that eventually they're probably going to leave me when things aren't good. So, I always have to make sure that I have some sort of backup plan in the back of my mind. What am I going to do if things go bad? Because all I really am ever going to have is me. And that's all anybody ever really has. Because nobody is guaranteed to be there for you forever. Not even for tomorrow. They could be like me and be that person who's going to be there, for the long run and give it their all. But they could die. And then what are you going to do? All you have is you. And that's okay. And, I've been in such a hurry my whole life to either grow up or get somewhere that I've wanted, get to a place in my life that I've wanted to be. I've been married. I've had children. I've lived that life. I did it too fast. And I still do it. I still did it, up to this day. I'd get something in my head and I'm one track minded. I want to go back to school, so that's what I'm going to do. And I want to do it now, But I'm not gonna do that anymore, you know? There's things that are out of my control, and I'm just gonna have to realize that. There is no reason for me to basically hurry up and wait. There's no reason. Everything will come in time. And if I'm on my own with it, then I'm on my own. And that's fine.